28 cars set to do battle here in the Berlin 100, presented by Boyd Machine Company and JEGs.com. The field's been idle for a couple of hours now, qualifying around 5:45, so almost 4 hours of idle time for some of these competitors. Our last chance race competitors ran about 90 minutes ago. New mama Lauren Bush will start P1 in this event. She will lead the field to the green flag alongside a former winner here at Berlin in the JEG CRA All Stars Tour, a former track champion from Hudsonville, Michigan, 21, Terry Van Heisman outside of row number 1.
Well, I keep waiting for the flagman to grab the white flag so we can do the white flag wave lap. I don't know, what is this, like 6 caution laps? Is that normal, Hollywood? Now he's got it in it. No, he put it back. Are we going to get some heat in the tires here, or what is normal procedure, Mr. Preer?
Looking at your wave lap, Chris, the next time by. I know you guys have the white flag wave lap. So, Chris, I'm going to let you go ahead. I know this is your deal here with the white flag wave lap. We do it at 2 to go, but nevertheless, it'll work out.
Yeah, it's just hard to know when 2 to go is going to be because we normally don't do 7 or 8 pace laps, but this is new. I don't know if there was something going on with the back of the field. It's hard to see from where we are, but I'm ready to get this show on the road, and I know you might be as well, and so the lights are going to go off on the pace truck this time by, and that means it is the white flag wave lap. 100 laps is coming at you. This is a great time to stand up, Berlin, stretch, and wave at these cars as they're going by. They'll be waving back at you. Show us those rally towels, those of you who brought them back. Look at all of you. You're fantastic. Fantastic. Matt Preer, Matt McKenzie, I'm glad you guys got the call on this one. This is going to be a blast. I've got the best seat in the house, and I'll talk to you guys on the next caution.
Sounds good, Chris. Thank you very much. And Matt, we're getting ready to wind them up. One to go this time by. What a full field of beautiful race cars.
As we mentioned, 28 cars set to go 100 laps. A couple items of interest. It is 100 green flag laps. Caution flags do not count in JEG CRA All Stars Tour competition. We also have what is called the free pass, similar to the lucky dog rule in NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. First car 1 lap down, not the cause of the caution flag, will get their lap back. That is the free pass. Also, we do the double file restarts. Leader has the option of choosing the inside or the outside lane. Whatever lane he chooses, the second place car must occupy the lane he is not in. Then they line up 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th on back. Pace truck will pull into the pits. It's in the hands of Lauren Bush, the new mom, going to lead this field in the turns 3 and 4. Chief starter Scott Bentlin's got the green flag in hand. 28 cars coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. We are racing.
Green flag is out. We are racing. They almost split it 3 wide on the start. Lauren Bush down the inside. Van Heisman gets a good run. 2 or 3 car lengths already. Lauren Bush fades back. They're jamming up 3 wide for 3rd position already. Lauren Bush gets squid down the middle.
Bubba Pollard wasting no time. The number 26 machine, the Sonoya, Georgia driver. A late entry in this JEG CRA All Stars Tour event. Working on Andrew Nyland for the 2nd spot. Pollard hasn't lost a Pro Late Model race since January. That number 26 machine, he's won all over the southeastern corner of the United States, but has never won north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Tonight, maybe looking to change that. Van Heisma already jumped way out in front of Bubba Pollard. It's 5, 6, 7 car lengths back. Then it's Andrew Nylon and Anderson Bowen, part of that mix as well. Good side-by-side battle. That's the battle for the 3rd position. Andrew Nylon, the points leader in the Super Late Models at Berlin Raceway.
And just behind Bowen and Nylon is the number 55 of Chris Anthony. He was the fastest car during this afternoon's practice, qualifying in the 4th position. Now he'll look to challenge for 3rd and 4th. Andrew Nyland in the 77, Anderson Bowen the 29. Bowen clears Nyland. Now he'll chase after fellow Georgian Bubba Pollard.
And now Chris Anthony cracks into the top 4. He's on the inside of Nyland trying to take that 4th position away. That's a special deal there too. Now, the 55 machine of Anthony really hungry for when, they get close again. Cars all over the place. Everybody's close, but they kept it clean and green. We're still green flag racer at number 5.
Nylon and Anthony continue to battle for that 4th spot. Just behind them, is your Boy Machine Company fast qualifier, Hunter Bays. In the 13, here comes Trevor Berry, the number 1 machine. He started in 12. He is now working on Chris Kozlik. That is for the 7th spot. Berry already on the move, the number 1 machine.
Berry taking the outside. You got 2 white cars side by side. That is the battle for the 7th position. Berry's able to get a half a car length now in front of Kozlik. He's running the outside. Full center Lauren Bush is settled back to the 9th position. A lot of cars stacked up for 10th on back. Two cars wide for 10th, 11th, 12th, 14th, 15th. No, almost contact back there with the 37 machine. Field more strung out. Still Van Heinsma by 5 car lengths.
Van Heinsma with a solid lead. The number 21 machine. Keep an eye on the back of the towards Dominique Van Weeringen. Tristan Van Weeringen battling with track promoter Mike Bursley there just a bit ago. As we see the battle there, that is for 10th, 11th, and 12th. As Tristan Van Weeringen looking to the inside of Mike Bursley. Bursley caught on the high side. That normally could be the preferred lane around Berlin Raceway, or the Van Weeringen brother-sister combo working on track promoter Bursley.
Bursley's up now in a good battle. Now everybody shows up a little single file after getting a double team by the teammates there. Settle it back in for the moment. Everybody single file now. Looks like a giant freight train from turn number 1 all the way back to turn number 4.
Already 10 laps completed, 90 laps to go. Terry Van Heinsma continues to lead, the number 21. He's got a pair of fellow Georgians behind him. Senoia, Georgia's Bubba Pollard in 2nd spot in the 26. The 29 of Anderson Bowen from Swanee, Georgia, running in the 3rd spot. Go back to Chris Anthony in 4th. Andrew Nylon is 5th. The 13 of Hunter Bays is 6th. The 1 Trevor Berry 7th. 23 Chris Kozlik 8th. The 101 Lauren Bush is 9th. The 5 Dominique Van Weeringen rounding out the top 10.
Battle up front, still only 5 car lengths or so. Van Heinsma's not able to get away from the field. Actually, it's been short down to maybe 3 car lengths back to Bubba Pollard. Anderson Bowen 3rd, Anthony and Nylon your top 5. Everybody's single file. Still a long way to go. Only 12 laps in. Lauren Bush hangs in the top 10. She started out front. Still single file. The top 10 starters anyway. Lap 14 now coming up next time by.
Battle brewing for the 3rd spot as Anderson Bowen and Chris Anthony start to wage a war as they go into turns 3 and 4. Bowen coming out of the 4, trying to get back up to Bubba Pollard. That is for the 2nd spot. In the meantime, thinking back to Chris Kozlik and Lauren Bush. That is a good battle for the 8th position. Bush now to the inside of Kozlik as they make their way down the backstretch.
Bush and Kozlik keep it side by side. Kozlik running the high groove. He's been running that groove most of the race so far. Lauren Bush down on the inside of first race back after a year off. She dials it down to the inside. Good side by side battle. That's for the 8th and 9th position. Still going at it on lap number 15.
Battle up front about to get good here in just a bit as Terry Van Heinsma still with a somewhat comfortable lead, but Bubba Pollard, as he's done so many times in the southeast corner of the United States, slowly but surely begins to reel in the leader. Awfully early for Bubba Pollard to be running towards the front. He usually waits till about halfway and then he starts going as soon as those cross flags are flying.
Long way until we get to the cross flags. We're only 18 laps in so far. Long way to go in this one. Lauren Bush was able to keep Chris Kozlik behind her, I should say. So she now Kozlik get herself shuffled back to the 9th position. And then some Dominique Van Weeringen now around the top 10. That's the way they stand at the moment. Van Heinsma, Pollard, Bowen, Anthony, Nylon, Bays, Berry, Bush, Kozlik, and Dominique Van Weeringen rounding out your top 10 at lap number 18.
Anderson Bowen in that final podium position in the 3rd spot as he tried to hold off Chris Anthony in the 55 machine. Just behind Anthony is the 77 of Andrew Nylon, who's in a good battle with the 13 of Hunter Bays, the fast qualifier. Trevor Berry in the 1 machine. He started in 12. He is stabilized in 7th for now, but running right with the fast qualifier Hunter Bays.
No one's really able to take off, at least maybe intentional or not. The field's still pretty tightly knit together. Van Heinsma's led most all the laps so far, but the field from 2nd on back still pretty tight. Gotta wonder if anybody's saving anything or making it a little less aggressive or not. As Bursley goes around the number 5 machine, that'll put Bursley in the top 10. As Dominique Van Weeringen goes back to 9th, back to 10th, I should say, and Bursley now cracks the top 10 positions.
Field stretched out just a bit. We're early on the Berlin 100 presented by Boy Machine Company and JEGs.com. Matt Preer from Speed 51 as well as CRA along with Matt McKenzie as well as Chris Danielson, the voices of Berlin Raceway. Thank you all for turning in live at 51 TV's pay-per-view broadcast of day number 1 of the Battle of Berlin 251 weekend. as the battle continues. Andrew Nylon, the 77 machine, Hunter Bays in the 13, Trevor Berry in the 1. They are battling 5th through 7th.
Wow, great battles a little bit farther back. Brandon Hermiller, great battle a little farther back. Good side-by-side battle shaping up. That's pretty far back in the pack. Almost contact made again. They keep it clean, though. Still coming up on the 1/4 point, 25 laps in just a lap or so. It's still been all Terry Van Heidsma up front.
Van Heidsma with a solid lead. He begins to go through some traffic, beginning with the number 8 of Mark Jacobs. He goes the lap down. The rest of the leaders try to follow suit. As Andrew Nyland continue to hang on to that 5th spot, gets away from fast qualifier Hunter Bays just a little bit, maybe a car length or 2. As Trevor Berry right there as well. Now Lauren Bush has been able to recoil. She is now in the 8th spot.
So Lauren Bush hanging tough with everybody else. Got to wonder how much anybody's saving anything or how much they're giving it all they got. 25 laps down, now 75 laps of distance to go. Lap machine still continuing to get in the way. Everyone else runs single file from almost the entire racetrack is covered with race car.
Bubba Pollard let Terry Van Heidsma go there for a while as they went through some of the one lap car. Now they get up to the 97 of Jackson Jacobs, about to put him 1 lap off the pace. 27 laps in the books this time by. As a battle brewing with Anderson Bowen and Chris Hannon, still continue to battle for the 3rd spot. In the meantime, Bubba Pollard closing that gap on Terry Van Heidsma.
Bubba Pollard closing the gap. It's only 2 or 3 car lengths now. Bursley goes past another car. He's now in the 9th position. Put Kozlik back to the 10th position. Battle up front is getting closer. No one's had anything for Van Heidsma yet. Still a long way to go with Van Heidsma by 2 car lengths over Bubba Pollard.
We'll stay with this battle as Van Heidsma and Pollard battle for that lead. Van Heidsma, a former track champion here at Berlin Raceway. Also a former JEG CRA All Stars Tour winner here at Berlin back in the 2011 season. Bubba Pollard has never won a race north of the Mason-Dixon line. The farthest he's ever won a race as far north, Nashville, Tennessee. He has had awful luck in the north of that.
Yeah, Nashville does not count as north, so he's due for a win. If Nashville's north, we're in trouble. We'll see if he can pull it off tonight. So far, so good. No one's had anything for Van Heidsma, but they could be waiting. 70 laps, still a long way to go. You got to save the equipment. Another battle shaping up a little bit farther back. Mike Bursley picked off another machine, and now Lauren Bush is to the next up as we got 31 laps in the books.
Back in the field just a little bit, Corey Deucer in a battle with Cole Rouse as well as the 56 of Nikki Saxon. That battle is just in front of your leaders. As the field, those cars go by the start-finish line. Terry Van Heidsma now crosses the start-finish line with Bubba Pollard in hot pursuit as they make their way out of turn number 2.
Bubba Pollard still in hot pursuit. Lap cars are going to be a big factor in this front runners here in just a few minutes. You got a bevy of cars up there. 3, 4, 5, 6 lap cars immediately to deal with, and they're all racing for position too. They're not just going to get a move out of the way, so Van Heidsma's going to have to negotiate the heavy lap traffic in front of him in just a few more laps.
Back a little bit towards the back in the 5th spot. Give 5th spot. Well, it was a Trevor Berry, the number 1 machine. He got by Hunter Bays. He got in the 6th spot and was all over Andrew Nyland for that 5th position as they make their way through turn 4 down the front stretch. Trevor Berry now in the 6th spot.
Trevor Berry now into the 6th spot. Going to work on Andrew Nylon. That'll be the next battle on the racetrack. Nylon having a great season in the super late template cars here at Berlin Raceway during the normal season. So Andrew's had a great season so far. Back up front, lap traffic now becoming a factor. Van Heidsma's got to deal with some lap machines. Several of them as we get the next few laps.
Van Heidsma, your leader. Bubba Pollard riding the 2nd spot in the 26. It is Anderson Bowen, 3rd in the 29. Chris Anthony, 4th in the 55. Andrew Nyland still hanging on to that 5th spot in the 77. Then you get the 1 of Trevor Berry in 6th. He started in 12th. Fast qualifier Hunter Bays in 7th. The 101, Lauren Bush is 8th. Mike Bursley up to 9th. The 23, Chris Kozlik rounding out the top 10.
The 56 car, the lap car of Nikki Saxon, guys, was getting wicked loose right in front of the leader, Terry Van Heidsma, and Bubba Pollard. Both of them have gotten by now, and the field is going to start going by. I thought he had a tire going down. It's just the car was so loose coming off of turn 4. That green and white 56 car almost took out the leader, fella.
Yeah, the lap traffic is really getting hairy now because now you got all the second, third place positions weaving in and outside of lap cars. Van Heidsma goes around a couple more. Pollard may be able to negotiate a couple more. Anderson Bowen, Chris Anthony, Andrew Nyland all dealing with that heavy lap traffic. They are going to be a factor if this race stays green conditions.
This time by 39 laps completed. 61 laps to go. Terry Van Heidsma, the Hudsonville, Michigan driver, continues to lead as he threads the needle through some lap traffic. 1 about to go by the number 8 of Mark Jacobs one more time. He goes into the turns 3 and 4, putting some real estate between himself and Bubba Pollard in the process.
Putting some more real estate to get him to stay green. The more lap cars, the more space, the better for Terry Van Heisman. What a win it would be for the part-time driver this year, Van Heisman, former track champion, knows how to get around. The field is really spread out. There are race cars all over the racetrack. Everywhere you look, race cars going around the track.
As Van Heisman and Pollard negotiate through some lap traffic, they are putting some more distance between themselves. And Chris Anthony, who just goes around Anderson Bowen, sets him up, puts Bowen behind a lap car. Now give third spot to the 55 of Chris Anthony, shuffles Anderson Bowen back to fourth.
Yeah, then Anderson Bowen shuffled back to fourth. Anthony has been one of those guys who hasn't had a lot of good luck this year. It's a solid driver. Anthony looking for a big win tonight on the 100-lapper. Mike Bursley taking the outside groove, passing more cars. I think puts Bursley up in the 7th position as more lap cars continue to fade back in the field.
Traffic, a major issue here in the early going, almost to halfway. We've been clean and green so far as Anderson Bowen rides in the 4th spot in the number 29. He's got some distance between himself and the 77 of Andrew Nylon, who's running in 5th. Trevor Berry in 6th, has been content to follow Nylon for now.
I tell you what, when I said I would talk to you guys at the first caution, I never anticipated that would be almost half the race. These cars were so fast and so tight in the time trials that I thought that we were going to at least get something by 20 or 25. It shows you how good these guys are, how well they're running right now, and everybody seems to be playing the long game, Matt. They seem to be looking for the opportunity to finish well rather than try to take a chance right now.
No one's able to want to take a chance. It's still early. We're not even halfway yet, man. We got 5 more laps until we get there. And there are lap cars and lead cars strewn all over the racetrack. It's almost kind of like rolling chaos on wheels on lap number 46.
Going down the backstretch into turn number 3. Bubba Pollard now has some pressure. He comes from the 55 of Chris Anthony. Anthony using the lap traffic to catch back up to Pollard. That battle is brewing for the 2nd spot. In the meantime, Andrew Nyland still running in the 5th spot as he trails. He leads Trevor Berry with Mike Bursley. As you mentioned, Bursley now in the 7th, trying to reel Berry in.
Might need a caution flag to bunch all these cars up one time to get it reset. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of chucking and jiving through lap cars for the next 50 laps. It's going to be the lap car parade, depending on how this one gets all shaken out. I mean, Ice was, maybe as a result of lap cars or not, stretched it out probably 20 car lengths over Bubba Pollard for the 2nd position.
Just shy of halfway, 49 laps completed, 51 laps to go. Bursley hanging on to that 7th spot. You see in the video screen, just in front of Bursley, the battle for 5th continues. Trevor Berry now has recoiled. He'll go after Andrew Nylon. Nylon to the outside, but Berry right there into turns 3 and 4 as we are halfway home. 50 laps completed, 50 laps to go.
Give you a full field rundown here quickly. Terry Van Heisman leads over Bubba Pollard, Chris Anthony, and Anderson Bowen, and Andrew Nylon your top 5. Then it's Trevor Berry, Mike Bursley, Lauren Bush, Hunter Blaze, and Chris Koslick rounding out the top 10 positions. Dominic Van Wieringen 11th, Jordan Dalkey in 12th position, Grant Quinlan 12th, Tristan Van Wieringen in the 14th position, and Darren Armstrong in the 15th position. Brandon Herman was running 16th, Dennis Ross 10th and 17th, Chris Davidson 18th, Justin Ryan 19th, and J.J. Haley rounds out the top 20 positions. Final 5 runners. Josh Helms in the 23 machine. Josh Helms, I should say, Cole Ross in the 21st position. Dan Michael in the 22nd position. Josh Helms, Corey Newser, Nicky Saxon round out your top 25. That's Jackson Jacob, Mark Jacobs, and Pat Zorn did not start the event. That's where we are. So 26 cars still on the racetrack at lap number 52.
And Terry Van Heisman, your leader, goes through turns 1 and 2, makes his way down the backstretch. Bubba Pollard and Chris Anthony are slowly reeling him in as they make their way through turns 3 and 4 and come down the front stretch. Pollard right ahead of Chris Anthony.
17's got a tire down, guys. 17's got a tire down going down the backstretch right now.
Tough break for Ross Kenza, the number 17. As Kenza, the late entry into this event, driving Andrew Nylon's backup machine, and Kenza has called it a night. He's on pit road.
The tire goes down, and that's going to be the end. So now 2 cars, at least out of this event, officially or unofficially at the moment. We'll see if Kenza is able to continue. Lap 55, still waiting for that caution flag. And boy, the field has now finally got past a good chunk of those lap cars. So far, so good. It's all been all Terry Van Heisman so far. Caution flag could change things. and they're really getting stacked up, and the lap cars a little farther back.
The least amount of cautions in a JEG CRA All Stars Tour event all time came in September of 2011, right here at Berlin Raceway. Terry Van Heitzman was the winner, 1 caution flag.
Ron, Terry's looking for a repeat on that. It could be exactly the way this one goes. No caution flag so far already. Sneaking up on lap 60. You got to wonder if anybody's hoping for a caution flag or not, or they're content to ride. I think slowly but surely they might be running Van Heitzman down. Hard to know though, with just 40-some laps to go.
I think fatigue is going to be a factor, and that's going to generate that caution. After 58 green flag laps at Berlin, even the best drivers see they're going 3 wide right now. I think fatigue might get somebody here, Matt. We'll have to see.
Bubba Pollard, Chris Anthony continue to battle for second. Just ahead of them is your leader, Terry Van Heitzman, the 97 of Jackson Jacobs. Off the pace, he'll call it tonight. Tough race for the London, Ontario, Canada driver. But Pollard and Anthony continue to battle for second, with Van Heitzman just ahead of them with some more traffic.
Van Heitzman now with more traffic. It seems like they just got through a bunch of traffic, and now there's a bunch more. Able to go around a couple different cars, going to try it again. Now Van Heitzman's got, what, 2, 3, 4, 5 more lap cars in his direct sight, and even more beyond that. So again, it could be the shuffle. Here goes Mike Bursley down the inside of Andrew Nylon. I believe that'll be the battle for the 6th position as Bursley goes down the inside of the 77.
And just a couple laps ago, Trevor Berry finally disposed of Andrew Nylon. Trevor Berry in the top 5 in the number 1 machine. As Berry now will try to reel in Anderson Bowen, who's in the 4th spot. Bursley now to the inside of Andrew Nylon, coming down the front stretch. They'll head into turns 1 and 2.
Oh!
Bursley all kinds of sideways. He'll loop it around in turn number 1. Mike Bursley comes and spins it out of turn number 4 and comes to rest in turn number 1. Caution flag will fly.
There's a caution flag. We were talking about it. It ended up being the guy who runs the place. Mike Bursley spins around after making contact. I don't know if they made contact, but if they didn't, it was close. He and Andrew Nylon looked like they made a little contact. Bursley got squirrely, tried to save it, and spun it down to the inside of the grass in turn number 1.
Yeah, they had some contact coming off of turn 4, guys, and they were racing hard. Dewey Nylon is one of those kind of drivers. He doesn't give an inch. He races hard lap after lap after lap. And, just goes to show you my theory on fatigue out the window. It turns out it was a little bit of a tap to the front end as Mike Bursley gets the right front wheels up into the side of the 77, or the 77 might have pinched down. Either way, tough racing action.
Looking forward to seeing the rest of this. 61 laps completed, 39 laps to go. Terry Van Heitzman chooses the inside lane, which forces Bubba Pollard to the high side as they'll make their way out of turns 3 and 4.
So the whole field's back, bunch up again. We'll see if Van Heitzman can do the same thing he did before as Bubba Pollard. The answer is no. Pollard is right there. Great side-by-side restart. All 4 cars jammed in there for the front.
Van Heitzman and Pollard side by side.
Oh, we got a spin in the backstretch. The 57 car goes around. Check the 51 car goes around. 99 goes around. Few cars, everybody's able to continue. It looks like no major damage. Big spin right farther mid-pack.
The 51 of Justin Ryan goes around, does a complete 360, and is able to keep on going. A couple cars having to take evasive action, including the 99 of J.J. Haley, who comes out of the grass and on to turn number 3. And Van Heitzman again chooses the inside lane. As the leader, he has the option of choosing the inside or the outside. Whichever lane he doesn't choose, the second place driver must occupy. And Pollard had a great restart on the high side last time by. We'll see if he can duplicate the feeds. They make their way out of turn number 4. Chief starter Scott Millen, the green flag in hand. We're back underway.
We're back underway, and Van Heitzman got a good jump that time. It's a couple car lengths up above Pollard, taking up Chris Anthony. Well, they stack up 3 wide back there. Thought there's going to be another wreck. Side by side for the lead in 3. It's Bubba Pollard and Van Heitzman. The cars are dead equal in turn number 4.
Pollard with a great run off of turn number 4, but Van Heitzman with a nose at the line. Trevor Berry is back toward the field, fell back to the 6th spot, or 7th spot as Andrew Nylon got 5th. Lauren Bush back up to 6th.
Oh, I tell you what, Bubba just met Berlin in a big way. Last lap, coming off turn 4, he had a power move momentum, and if he didn't lift and check up, he would have wadded it up right on the front stretch wall, and that allowed Van Heitzman to launch on past, and Chris Anthony saw it as well as I did, and Chris Anthony took advantage, and Bubba has dropped back to 3rd. That quick, Berlin can bite you.
That quick, and now he has to settle back to 3rd. And now, as you mentioned, Chris, a little early on, Anthony may be the guy. Anthony is up behind Terry Van Heinsma. It's only 2 or 3 car lengths. And then Bubba Pollard settled back into third. Field getting a little more spread out now after kind of a wild and woolly start at lap number 65.
Pollard the third, Anderson Bowen, fellow Peak State driver, is running the 4th spot. Battle for 5th, the 77 of Andrew Nylon. Right behind him is the 101 of Lauren Bush. She started P1 in this event, fell all the way back to about 10th, and has worked her way back to 6th, and is now challenging for the 5th spot.
Challenging for the 6th spot, so that's the best battle on the racetrack inside Andrew Nylon. We saw Mike Bursley and Nylon get a little bit earlier on. Not able to do anything with it. Gonna try it again, drives it down again on the inside. Oh, they get close, they give each other room though. Great battles for the 6th position.
Lauren Bush to the inside of Andrew Nylon. They go into turns 1 and 2. That was a great battle for the 5th position. Bush trying to get back into that coveted top 5. Trevor Berry just behind them, trying to recover from falling from 5th to 7th as Bush edges out ahead. Gives the spot to Lauren Bush.
Wow, Lauren Bush, thought she might have faded back, but now Lauren Bush now cracking the top 5. After taking several months off, coming back, having trials, she comes back. Boy, this would be a big win for her tonight if she could even bag a top 5. Still Van Heinsma, Anthony 3 or 4 car lengths, and then 3 or 4 car lengths back to Bubba Pollard. That's your top 3. Now coming by with only 30 laps to go next time by.
Anderson Bowen in the 4th spot. Lauren Bush is 5th, a battle for 6th between Andrew Nylon, the 77, Trevor Berry in the number 1, this time by 7/10 of the way through the Berlin 100, presented by Point Machine Company, JEG.com. Terry Van Heinsma, your leader in the 21, Chris Anthony the 2nd, Bubba Pollard 3rd, Anderson Bowen 4th, and a great run for Lauren Bush. She's back in the top 5.
Bubba Pollard would be your leader if that front stretch wall was 5 feet further out, but he had to check up about 10 laps ago, and those guys, Van Heinsma and Anthony, the 21 and 55 respectively, they've taken advantage. Is Bubba Pollard just cooling his tires, waiting for another run? The guy's got mad skills. You can see that. Is he going to go for it one more time? Last time didn't work out too good for him.
Bubba Pollard has recovered from the near hit there in the wall. He is reeling in your top 2 cars as Chris Anthony goes to the high side of Terry Van Heinsma. That is for the lead. Anthony looks to clear. He will make the pass. Coming out of turn number 4. Give the lead on lap 73 to Chris Anthony.
Anthony goes to the front. Van Heinsma settles back to 2nd, and now Bubba Pollard may put Van Heinsma back to the 3rd position. Anthony is one of those guys, seems to a lot of times in late model, he leads early, then falls off at the end. Today is the complete opposite. Anthony waited. Now it's just 27 laps to go. Anthony to the point.
Van Heinsma now has got a back bumper full of Bubba Pollard. As Pollard has recovered, he's going after Van Heinsma for that 2nd spot. Anderson Bowen trying to get away from Lauren Bush. They are running 4th and 5th. Trevor Berry to the inside of Andrew Nylon. That is a great battle for 6th.
Good battle for the 6th position. We saw a battle back there. Now Nylon continues to fade back. Cosmick's going to go around. Now Berry goes around. So Nylon's starting to fade a little bit. Anthony continues to lead. Now with just 25 laps to go, 3/4 of the way in the 100. Get ready to get this one down to the final 25 laps.
Chris Anthony goes around the lap car. The 97 of Jackson Jacobs has a trio of cars just in front of your leader, the 55 of Chris Anthony. That's going to allow Van Heinsma, Pollard, and Bowen to close the gap as Van Heinsma now dealing with Bubba Pollard. Pollard to the inside of Van Heinsma coming out of turn number 2.
Wow, great battle now for Van Heinsma for the 2nd position. And Anthony's going to run into a freight train of lap cars in front of him. Couple cars get loose. They give him room so far. Pollard working on Van Heinsma for 2nd. Imagine by the last lap, Pollard might be in the 2nd position, but there's a lap car in the way in turn number 2.
Pollard has a decision to make. He thought about backing out. He does back out just a little bit. Tucks back in behind a Van Heinsma. There's now a plethora of lap cars in front. Pollard back to the inside of Van Heinsma. They almost made it. We had 3 wide in the turn 1.
Wow, it got pretty dicey in there. The lap cars really played a factor. Pollard thought about making a run at it a couple of times, Tom Beto, before he wrecked all 3 cars. Pollard's going to prime it up and try it again. Try to get past Van Heinsma for 2nd. Anthony stretching out a big lead now. It's about 25 car lengths already in turn number 2.
Mad skills by Bubba Pollard with those lap traffic cars. Terry Van Heinsma, huge shout out. Both those guys should have wrecked 3 times if you could have seen what I seen from this patio right here on the front stretch.
And Pollard right back to the inside of Terry Van Heinsma. Gives the runner-up spot to Pollard. but Van Heitzman going to try to get him back on the high side. Not going to do it. Pollard will pull up in front of him. Now, Bubba Pollard, the Sonoya, Georgia driver, in second spot. He's got the fishing pole out. Going to try to reel in Chris Anthony, but does he have the right bait, Matt, with 18 laps to go?
I don't know. We'll see what kind of bait he's using out of July up north, as you say. In a barn fish again, we'll see. Lake Berlin's outside, go fishing. And now a battle for the third position. Van Heitzman's getting shuffled back. Anderson Bowen's going to go to third. Van Heitzman back to fourth, and the 21 car fades with just 16 laps to go next time by.
Anderson Bowen now in the third spot. The pair of Georgia drivers. Sonoya, Georgia driver. Bubba Pollard in second. Swanee, Georgia driver. Anderson Bowen in third spot. They'll try to chase down Chris Anthony in the 55, who's got just about a second or so lead on the Georgians.
Terry Van Heitzman's tires probably went away. The guy was the rabbit for the fifth 70.
A couple cars get together in turn number one. We're going to have a caution flag. The 8 machine, and that's going to put a caution flag and change the whole composure of this race with 16 laps to go.
Wow, I tell you what, you couldn't have asked for something more exciting for a generic race fan, but if you're Chris Anthony, this is not what you want to see. He had the car length leads and the lap times running a smooth line. As good as Bubba Pollard has been here at Berlin tonight, I'm not sure he could have caught him without this caution, and now we'll never know.
1 lap to go, this time by from Chief Starter Scott Mellon, and Chris Anthony decides, Matt, to take the inside lane, which puts Bubba Pollard on the high side for this restart.
We will see if that move pays off or maybe not. In fact, that decision may or may not make the race. We'll find out. Boy, they're getting antsy up front. They have to wait for that restart box. There's all sorts of mind games going on right now. Anthony gets a good start. Pollard hangs in there right with him. 16 laps to go. Anthony goes. Pollard settles back a little bit. Anthony all by himself for the starts.
And Anderson Bowen looking to the inside of Bubba Pollard.
Guys on the wall, guys on the wall.
Trouble. Big trouble in turn number 1. Cole Rouse, hard contact with a turn 1 wall. Brings out the caution flag one more time.
We'll have to see if we have a replay on that. That is a hard shot over there. And hopefully everything is okay with that car. Berlin safety crew is immediately on the scene. Yep. So he's got a couple of these guys are just playing hang in there. Just get the best finish I can. 1 to go, signal given this time by. That means we're going to try this one again. It's 16 laps. Can Anthony beat Bubba Pollard again at the restart? We'll see what happens. Field all jammed up.
It's going to be exciting, fellas, no doubt about it. They're coming up to speed now. Can Anthony do it 2 in a row?
Bubba Pollard around the outside. Anthony on the inside. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Pollard not letting Anthony stray too far off that time by as they'll make their way through turns 2 down the backstretch. Anthony slams the door going into turn number 3, but Pollard trying to open it back up into 3 and 4.
Wow, they got close. If they didn't touch, it sure looked like they did. Right on the back bumper, he gets Anthony loose. There's still contact in turn number 1, but Chris Anthony, how they didn't wreck, I don't know. Side by side up front with 15 laps to go.
Anthony on the high side. Trouble right behind him. Trevor Berry and Lauren Bush get together in the backstretch. Caution flag will fly one more time.
One more time, and geez, this race is just getting crazy. They almost crashed up front. Anthony is still going to be able to maintain the lead, and Lauren Bush, after having that great run, gets together with Trevor Berry for the 5th position. And now another caution at lap 85.
That started coming out of turn number 4. Bubba Pollard gave him the bump and run. We could see the contact from down here. Definitely gave him a bump and run. What an incredible save by Anthony. They're then starting to tangle through 1 and 2, and they keep putting the pressure on each other. Anthony doesn't give up, pulls a power move down off the backstretch to retake the lead.
So this is great experience on this track. A lot of the Berlin regulars, of course, they know this track. But for Bubba Pollard, Anderson Bowen, who are here mainly this weekend for the 251, only decided pretty late to enter this race. This is great knowledge and great information to fill that notebook for tomorrow.
Yeah, great experience, and the weather conditions are going to be almost identical tomorrow, so you can transfer a lot of that in. We'll see what happens one more time. The restart, it's dead on. Bubba Pollard, I think, even got a better start that time. Side by side as they go with 15 laps to go. He's on the outside.
Pollard with a great move on the high side. He'll take the lead coming out of turn number 2. Bubba Pollard to the inside. Now he'll close the door on Chris Anthony on lap 86. Give the lead to Bubba Pollard.
Wow, Bubba Pollard now in front. We kind of predicted it might happen. Anthony, by no means is giving it up. He drives it right back down the inside. We'll see if he's got anything for him. 13 laps to go. Van Heidsma hanging tough. Now he shoots back again on the outside.
Van Heidsma seems to have gotten some recharging in the number 21 machine. He'll go after Anderson Bowen for that final podium position in the third. Bowen on the inside. Van Heidsma on the high side, just in front of them. Chris Anthony is second, and Bubba Pollard slowly but surely pulling away, but no, Anthony closing that gap in a hurry.
If Anthony can get there, he owes him a bump and run yet tonight. Keep that in mind. He's going for it on the last lap and didn't quite get to the bumper, ended up slipping up, and now he's dropped back 2 car lengths, but still an awesome run by Chris Anthony. What a race for that 55 machine.
And Anderson Bowen has gotten away from Terry Van Heidsma after a great side-by-side battle for that third spot. Bowen to third, Van Heidsma to fourth. Andrew Nyland now battling with Jordan Dalkey for that fifth spot.
And we got a car out of power in turn number 1. I think they made contact with the wall, and yet another caution flag.
He blew up, Matt.
Did he blow up? I saw the smoke, and the car looked over, just looked under power and stopped over there in turn number 1, and boy. And now Bubba Pollard, we'll see if we get another caution flag or not. Bubba's got to try to hold him off. Anthony now on the outside for the first time of the restart.
Kind of figured that's what Bubba Pollard would do. He would go for the inside lane. Once again, have the option of choosing which lane he wanted to start from. He chooses the inside, as the leaders have done to him throughout the course of the evening. Now Chris Anthony's going to have to try that high lane around the Georgia drivers. Bubba Pollard, big star through turns 3 and 4. Perhaps caught Anthony napping as a green flag comes out. We're back at it.
Yeah, great start. He started a little bit early outside of the box. The green flag is underway, and so Bubba Pollard takes off. Anthony wasn't ready. Anthony settles back to second. Side-by-side battle now for third on back. Hopefully keep this one green and green for 10 more laps.
10 laps to go as Anderson Bowen to the inside of Chris Anthony. That is for the second spot. Couple of Georgia drivers now, 1 and 2. Bubba Pollard, your leader. Anderson Bowen second, shuffling Chris Anthony to third, and look who's in fourth. Andrew Nyland got by Terry Van Heidsma.
Yeah, some of these cars that just faded earlier are now suddenly resurfaced. Andrew Nyland, one of those guys that looked like he'd been backing up. Now got another second wind as he's going to try to wrap up a top 5 finish, coming by with 8 laps to go. It looks pretty good for Bubba Pollard in the 26.
Pollard 8 laps away from a win here at Berlin Raceway. As Anderson Bowen in second, Chris Anthony's starting to regroup. He's starting to go back after the 29 of Anderson Bowen. As back in the field, Jordan Dalkey, Chris Kozlik. That's a battle for the 6th spot just outside the top 5. Just behind them, 15-year-old Grant Quinlan.
So good battles now shaping up all over the racetrack. Pollard's able to put 5 or 6 car lengths over second place Bowen, so that's looks like that race may be over up front. Best battle for 4th, 5th on back as they're shuffling a little bit to higher positions. Everyone's trying to move up, but just coming by with 6 laps to go.
Bubba Pollard pulling away now from Anderson Bowen, who has to keep back the 55 of Chris Anthony. Anthony, like I said, perhaps caught napping on that start as Pollard works his way out of turn number 4, 5 laps to go.
Just 5 laps to go. All Pollard. Anthony trying to get past up to second position. Bowen not able to do it so far. A little bit farther back. Kozlik, good side-by-side battle with Quinlan. That's going to be a battle for the 8th position. Trying to pick a couple other cars part of that mix as well. Getting down to it. 4 laps to go.
Pollard maintains the advantage as it moves back through the field. Mike Bursley in the 20 machine recovering from an earlier incident. He's working about the 13th spot now as he looks to challenge Justin Ryan. But up front, Bubba Pollard is 3 laps away from his first ever win north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Looks like he's close. Don't want to be a jinx. Looks like he may be close. 2 laps to go this time by. Looking for 2 laps to go for Bubba Pollard. Good battle for second position too, Anthony. And Bowen still really, really close for the second position.
Bowen and Anthony continue to battle for that second spot, which is just fine with Bubba Pollard. He'll make his way through turns 3 and 4. He'll see the white flag from Chief Starter Scott Mellon. 1 lap to go for Bubba Pollard.
Bubba Pollard takes the white flag. It looks pretty darn good to win it north of the Mason-Dixon line. Battle will be for second between Bowen and Anthony side by side. Bowen runs Anthony up the hill. He's going to have to settle for the 3rd position maybe. Drives it down to the inside, tries one more time. A little bump, but not able to do it.
give the win to Bubba Pollard. The number 26 machine, Anderson Bowen second, Chris Anthony third, Andrew Nylon fourth, Terry Van Heitzma in fifth.
Terry Van Heitzma round out your top 5. That is Jordan Dalkey, Grant Quinlan, Chris Davidson, David Armstrong, and Dalton Armstrong, and Chris Kozlik will round out your top 10 finishers in a long, fought, hard battle in the 100-lapper tonight. Matt Prayer is going to head down to the victory lane along with Chris Danielson, the Great Clips victory lane, as these cars are going to make their way down. Fans, we do want to remind you, immediately following race, you are welcome to go down to the pits, and we'd love to have you join us immediately following race at the Left Turn Lounge, which is just between the 2 main grandstands. We'll have a post-race entertainment. Grab yourself a beer or a nice drink, the full bar there for you as well. So hang out after the races. We'd love to have you. Make sure you're back here tomorrow night for the big Battle at Berlin 251. Same start time, 6:30. We'll also have the Sportsman in action. Going to be a great night of racing back here tomorrow night. Make sure you pass the word. All the details, everything you need to know at BerlinRaceway.com.
Well, everybody down here is really excited with the Bubba Pollard team, and it is very much an excited 26 team. Matt Preer is jogging up. Matt, I got to ask you, he's going to take a minute to get unstrapped, and everybody here is just jacked up. This guy can just flat out drive. You've been following him for a while. What does this mean? Because everybody here is just really, really excited.
This, for Bubba Pollard, is going to be probably one of the bigger wins. He's got a lot of big wins in his career. He's been wanting to win up north for so long now. It's going to be a very emotional time for Bubba Pollard.
I'm going to give you our Great Clips victory lane, Matt. You are the CRA man. And let's see what happens when he climbs out of this 26 machine.
Well, race fans, he comes to us from Sonoya, Georgia. He finally gets that elusive win north of the Mason-Dixon line. Big hand for Bubba Pollard. Bubba, outstanding job. Congratulations. We talked about it throughout the broadcast. You had never won north of Nashville, Tennessee. Here we are in Marne, Michigan, about 4 hours from Canada, and you are in victory lane, my friend. Congratulations.
Yeah, we really, we've been wanting to win up here awful bad, and we're going to keep coming up here till we did. So it's tough up here. It's a tough racetrack to get around, and you know we run tonight's race to hopefully learn something for tomorrow. I feel like we can carry over into tomorrow, especially with restarts. Starting on the outside here, we had so many there at the end, and you know, it was a great race, good race car. We worked hard all weekend. Can't thank my guys enough for all their help. You know, they take off work and come do this deal, and I can't thank them enough. And thank all the fans, JEGs, Performance, Hamner Racing Engines, Fluidine Racing Radios, just all the guys that helped me out. I can't thank them enough.
And it wasn't easy either. First, you had to deal with Terry Van Heitzma, who's a former track champion here at the Speedway. Chris Anthony's been to victory lane so many times here at Berlin. These boys up here are tough, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. It's good racing, a lot of fun. They're tough. You know, it's all we had there at the end to run with those guys. You know, I thought we got stuck behind in the lap cars right there. Didn't know if we were going to be able to run him down there. He had a good race car. And, you know, we caught a break and got a caution there. And, you know, it worked out for us.
Now, Bubba, looking ahead to tomorrow, the Battle at Berlin 251. You had a top 3 finish at Anderson Speedway in the first JEG Triple Crown race. How is this going to help you for tomorrow?
You know, the biggest thing is restarts and get a good balance on the race car. I feel like the race car for tomorrow is good. We're going to take some notes that we had tonight and transfer it over to the other car, and you know, hopefully we make the right calls. This place is tough, and we're going to give it a shot.
Race fans, your winner of the Berlin 100. Big round of applause for Bubba Pollard.